Hey, what's up guys? So I'm here at the Papago Dashcam booth here at SEMA, and I'm here with Chloe, she's with marketing here at Papago. And she's going to tell us a little bit about Papago as a company and kind of what makes you guys unique.
So Papago is like the pioneer of the dashcam market. We strive to bring like a lot of high quality dashcams, but also our main focus is on driver safety. So all of our dashcams have a lot of safety features built into it, like stop and go and lane departure systems, and we also have like the TireSafe B10.
Yeah, basically monitors like the tire pressure in your car and letting you know if you have low tire pressure or something. Cool, yeah. So let's actually take a look at, I know you've got a bunch of different dash cams here, so let's take a look at what all you've got at the show.
Yeah.
Now their first dash cam that I want to show you is this guy right here. This is the GoSafe 366. This is going to be a 1080p dash cam, and it's a 2-channel one, so 1080p front and rear. The back of the dash cam has a big touchscreen LCD, and this one is available for both driving mode and for parking mode. If you want the park mode functionality, it also comes with a hardwire cable that you use for all the parking mode stuff. If you want to plug it into a cigarette lighter, it comes with that cable as well. Now, there's no GPS built in, but there is Wi-Fi. If you want Wi-Fi, you actually use this little USB dongle right there, and then it plugs into the side of the dash cam, and then you'll be able to pair it with your phone to view footage or change any settings. Something I really like is a lot of the functionality. It's actually built right into the dash cam. You can see the Wi-Fi here. So things like going in and adjusting any of the settings, you can do here as far as how all the event stuff works. You can even go in and choose how long the dash cam records for in case of an impact. I haven't seen this level of configurability and customization, which is really cool. The parking stuff, you can see we've got the recording there. There's even things like adjusting the voltage thresholds. So for low battery protection, if you're in parked mode, you can see it records both for 12 volt and 24 volt systems. And you can go in and actually choose the exact voltage thresholds for how low the battery needs to go before the dash cam actually shuts off. So as you can see, everything is built in here. You don't need any sort of like external voltage management solution for your parked recording capabilities. A couple other quick points. It supports up to 256 gig cards. It also uses some special anti-corruption capabilities, which we're seeing in some dash cam now, which basically helps it not having to format the cards periodically. It's basically a format-free system, so you can just keep running it indefinitely without issues. Something else that's kind of nifty is if you take a look here at the bottom of the dash cam, it's got a status LED right there that blinks on and off. That's kind of a cool aesthetic thing. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the GoSafe 535. Now, this is a pretty simple dash cam, but Wirecutter just named it as their best dash cam for most drivers. It records at 1296p or even higher at 2560 by 1080p. A little different aspect ratio, but it's got some higher resolution options. If you take a look at the rear of the dash cam, you can see right here we've got our LED, as well as a couple physical buttons for like emergency recording, adjusting settings, and so forth. And then inside the dash cam, it supports a micro SD card up to 64 gigs, and it has a lithium-ion battery as well, not a supercapacitor. However, it does include some driver assist functionality, and we'll actually see more of that in action in the next dash cam. Now, the next dash cam that we're going to take a look at here is the GoSafe S37, and they have it actually set up with their tire pressure monitoring system, the TireSafe D10E. Now, what's cool about this one, the dash cam itself is pretty simple. It's a 1080p dash cam. It's got a Sony Exmor sensor for reasonably good low light capabilities, 2-inch LCD and whatnot. But as I mentioned, they've got a bunch of different safety systems. So things like stop sign recognition to let you know when a stop sign is coming up, or lane departure warning, things like letting you know if the car ahead of you is pulling away from you, things like that. Now, as far as the tire pressure monitoring, you can see right here when you have low tire pressure, this system with these things that are actually attached to each tire will let you know when you have low tire pressure. You can also check in at any time to see the individual tire pressures as well as the temperature for each tire as well. For those of you guys looking for a 2-channel dash cam, they also have the GoSafe S780. Records 1080p here with the front dash cam, and then 720 back here in the rear. It's got a 2-inch LCD on the back. No GPS or Wi-Fi, not a ton of like crazy extra features. So if you're looking for something a little bit more simple and affordable, this is a good option here from Papago. Now, speaking of 2-channel dash cams, they also have the S810. Similar idea, 1080p front, 720 here in the rear. Now, this is the successor to the Papago GoSafe 760, which I've reviewed in the past, and I actually still have it set up in my wife's car, and this is the newer version of it. You can see the form factor is a little bit different. The case now has this shiny design here. The rear of the dash cam, of course, has an LCD right here as well, and they've also moved the buttons now down to the bottom of the dash cam if you need to do any sort of emergency recording or go into the settings and adjust anything here in the dash cam. And then as you can see, you can, let's go back. press that. You can see you've got the front dash cam here, and I've got the rear one, hello, right there in the corner. Now finally, we're going to take a look at their GoSafe B10, which is this dash cam right here. Now what makes it interesting is this is another dash cam that's ideally suited for a Lyft and Uber driver, somebody who wants to record not only out in front of the dash cam like this, but also record inside the cabin as well. Now if you take a closer look, you'll see a second lens right here. Looks like we can adjust it up and down. And then around the lens, this is the one that's designed to point inside the car and record everything going on inside the vehicle, your passengers, etc. You'll notice there's 4 little infrared LEDs around the lens right there. And those are actually going to help light up the inside of the car when you're driving, especially at night. Now it's nice again that they've chose infrared because you're not going to see it with the naked eye, but it is going to show up on camera, so that's going to be pretty handy. And if we go into the settings real quick, you can see there's an option right here for the infrared LED, and you can go in and turn it on and off as you like, or you can have it automatically maybe turn on in lower light conditions, such as at night. And then of course, both cameras, you can see right there, records at 1080p. Now for those of you that don't necessarily want an LCD in your dash cam, they have the S10Wifi as well. It's this kind of pill-shaped dash cam like this. Records at 1080p up front. It also does 720p at 60 FPS if you want the faster frame rate. As you can see, looking at the rear of the dash cam, it's pretty simple and straightforward. There's no LCD or buttons or anything. We just have a simple power button right there to turn the dash cam on and off as needed. Then to configure the dash cam or change any of the settings, it's got Wi-Fi built in, so you would just connect to it with the app on your phone and make all the adjustments that you want. Additionally, if you want to view any of the footage without the LCD, you can do that from your phone as well. And there you go, there's a look here at all the different dash cams that Papago is featuring here at SEMA. Now all these dash cams are actually already available on the market, and so if you're interested in any one of them, I'll have links to all of the different dash cams that we talked about here down in the video description, so you can pick up any one that you want or find out a little bit more information. So awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.